Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. So today we have a guest who have secured All India rank 16 in CMA Inter and All India rank 2 in CMA Final. Yes, this session is gonna be one of the amazing sessions for the CMA Talks podcast. And if you are new to this channel, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon as well for more videos like this. So let's give an energetic and warm welcome to CMA Govardhan. So hi Govardhan, how are you doing?
Hi Rohan, I'm good. And what about you?
I'm also fine, and thank you for taking out some time for this podcast. Though we were trying
I,
to connect from a long time, I know. Uh, right.
I should thank you for waiting so long.
And thank you for connecting with me and for taking out some time for this specifically. So let's start with your introduction.
Hmm. Hi guys. Hi Rohan, I'm Govardhan. So, I'm basically a chartered accountant and a cost and management accountant. I have secured two All India ranks throughout my CMA career and my journey. In CMA Inter, I secured All India 16th rank and CMA final. In the very recent attempt, I have secured All India second rank. So
Okay.
it's like after clearing both, I have joined company like I'm into employment right now. So I have joined Vedanta Limited, the mining conglomerate.
Okay.
And I did my articleship in Bangalore.
Okay. In Bangalore, in a CA firm. Or...
Yes, so I did my CA articles in that firm.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, I have questions lined up for that as well regarding the ranks and also like I was going through your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how did you come to know about CMA, and why did you choose CMA as well?
It was back then in my schooling when I was in class 7. At that time, I came across an ad about an institute which was providing CMA. At that time, like everyone else, I was not aware much about all the professional courses or whatsoever which comes after my 12th. So I was not that aware. I started researching. I just found out what CA means, and even in our relatives, we have a chartered accountant. He settled in US. So it's a kind of pride, the kind of respect which people show towards him. It's like these all things motivated me to choose this particular difficult path, and along with CA, CMA was a kind of added qualification for me.
Okay.
It's like it's a kind of, we can say, with no extra efforts,
Mhm.
I'm really qualified right now.
Okay. So, congratulations once again, though you are
Thank you,
qualified.
thank you.
So, have you enrolled yourself after the graduation or after the 12th class in the CMA course? Like when
So
you
uh,
direct entry,
I
right?
enrolled myself after 12th class itself. As I told, it's like I was pursuing both the courses at the same time.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it's like once I cleared my CPT, back then it was CPT. So the 200 marks valid test where we get multiple choice questions. Once I cleared it, even at the same time, I enrolled for CMA Foundation. So back then I scored 350. So out of 400. Once I cleared CMA Foundation, I enrolled for CMA Inter. So I got All India 16th rank. Thank God for that. So it's like the CMA final. I was planning to attempt in 2021.
Okay.
Because of this COVID and
Mhm.
everything, I
Mhm.
delayed my attempts and I appeared in the recent exams,
Okay.
recent July wala attempt.
Got it. That online examination, last attempt of online examination.
Yes.
So, when you have secured 354, if I'm right, in CMA Foundation, right? So you didn't get a rank in the
So
CMA Foundation?
Back then there was no ranks were announced. So
Okay.
as far as I know, in the coaching institute which I studied, I took coaching. I scored second. So in that
Okay.
particular institute, but I'm not sure about the ranks because they didn't release the rank list.
Okay. So you have been a bright student still from your like from the childhood. I see.
No, 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 no. So it's like so till 10th I was a average student like everyone. But I had like since I told like as I already mentioned, I
Mm.
like numbers. So numbers are the things which fascinate me, which it's kind of uh, they give me a kind of energy. It's a different feel altogether. So when I started dealing with numbers, like even when I was in my 10th class, I was not that bright. I was a average student. So once I enrolled into commerce, like on CA and CMA, so I knew somewhere like it is my time right now. So it's a kind of my field where I should excel myself.
Okay. Okay. That's really great. Uh, Even I'm good at numbers, but not uh, more than you, I believe. So,
Oh, it's not like that.
okay. So, you said that you did your articleship. It was most probably for the 3 years, I guess, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, how was your overall articleship experience? If you can like tell in brief.
So it was very good indeed. So in my articleship firm, so it was a medium-sized firm based in Bangalore. So we had very good clients. We had a very good client base. So the one thing which I can tell and which I feel proud whenever I tell to someone is that I emerged as a go-to person for my partner. So
Okay.
he had more trust in me than anyone else. That I know that. So that's what I earned. So it was very good. So whatever feel different kind of exposure which I got.
Mhm.
So even it helps me even now when I mean out of my articleship and I joined a company, it helps me a lot.
Nice. Great. Okay. So, how many attempts did you take in completing CMA specifically overall?
Uh,
If you can,
Everything in single attempt.
everything is that's great. So you have delayed the attempt, but you have cleared all them in the first attempt itself, right?
Yes, yes.
So you didn't try for the campus placements yet?
No. So before the, I mean, results were out, I got selected in this particular company. So I gave my commitment.
Okay, nice. So how much your life has been changed after completing CMA, and also now you have started working somewhere else with Vedanta. Recently, I think 3 months ago, you have joined over there. So how is your overall
Yes,
working
yes, yes.
experience, and how much life has been changed after clearing CMA?
Uh, so it is altogether different. The kind of exposure which we get in articleship, it's like we step into the shoes of auditors. But now, once I joined this company, I'm thinking and I'm stepping into the shoes of management. So
Mm.
how we people think and the kind of exposure, the I mean level of learnings which we get, so may it be about the company or the industry or whatever it may be. So it's all together a different cup of tea. It's like it's you'll deep dive into the sector, you'll deep dive into the company and business.
Right, right. And now you will be providing documents to the auditors for the support.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, nice. So, as you were a rank holder in both CMA Inter and CMA Finals, would you like to share your strategy? Though I know you have already shared a LinkedIn post, as most people have already asked you about that. But just
Yeah.
to share with my audience, if you would like to the strategy which you have followed in CMA Inter and CMA Final as well.
So one thing which I can tell that persistence is the key. It's not the amount of efforts you put. It's those efforts should go in the right direction.
Hmm.
So planning should be there. You should plan well, and it's not. And you should execute the plan well. So execution is more important than planning. But both are like twin things. Like you can't ignore one, and you can't focus on the other thing. So one thing is that it's not like, I mean, since I told you persistence, so it's not like one day you study and the other day you just bunk the classes, or you go out for a movie. It's if you have decided to join these particular courses, especially CA, CMA or the CS, so you should be very persistent, you should be very focused. So if you have decided to study, you should study, that's it. So and one more thing, the usual strategy which I follow. So since I told, I was very good in numbers, but
Yeah.
theoretical subjects were like a nightmare for me.
Okay.
So like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, especially in theoretical subjects, I used to follow a strategy which I call as 40-40-20 rule. So 40% of the syllabus we should cover 100%, and we should be able to answer any question which we get in the examination from that particular part. So out of the rest 60, for 40% syllabus, you should be like you need not go for 100%, but you can attempt for 60 or 70% accuracy,
Right.
and rest 20% you may leave, or you can just give a paper reading so that you can answer MCQs or one word questions which you get in
Mm-hmm.
exams.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a strategy which I followed throughout my journey of CA and CMA board. I think
Okay.
it worked well for me. I think it might work for everyone else even.
Right. So, like you have shared this strategy for the theory subjects, do you think this can be applied to practical subjects as well? If like some students are good at theory, then can they apply this in the practical subjects as well?
Uh, I think yes. But most of the practical subjects, those are interlinked. All the topics you are interlinked. Unless otherwise, cover the entire syllabus. Uh, there are very few. I mean, I can tell there are very few cases wherein you can attempt those. So unless otherwise you cover the entire syllabus, it will be difficult. But yes, this strategy will work even for analytical subjects,
Right.
even for the problematic subjects.
Mm-hmm.
So because the kind of, what we can, the syllabus and the type of questions which they ask in exams, yes, it works.
Okay. And I think you were studying along with working in that CA form, right? You were preparing for your examinations along with working.
Yes.
So, how did you manage studies along with working? This is the most frequently asked questions. One of the most.
It is very difficult. It's very difficult to manage both of the things. It's like you can't ignore, you can't focus on one and ignore the other. So what I usually did was, like, whenever I started my preparation, even in my CMA inter and final. So at that time I was working. So when I was in my CMA inter, I was a fresher. Like, I knew. I mean, I joined that particular firm recently, so I did not have that much pressure. So
Okay.
I was able to give time for my studies.
Okay.
So, but in CMA final, it was altogether different. So I was a senior, so I was at third year article there. So I had to manage audits. So so what I did was, like, I used to come home, I mean, from work at around 7:30 or 8. So I used to have dinner and I used to sleep immediately, so that I can wake up early and
Mhm.
give more time for my studies.
Okay.
So it's like so it's not like you will not get an idea. If you want to do that, or if you are willing to do, so you can do it anyway.
Right. So, how much time did you allot to your studies while working? Like, there is a specific number which you thought that you would be giving.
So if I'm sleeping at around 8:30, I'll wake up at somewhere at 3 or 3:30, and till 8:30 I'll be sleeping
Okay.
till
And
8:30 or 8.
what about winters?
Ah, during winter, yes, this was in when I was in CMA Inter. It
Mhm.
was winter, so I gave 2019 December attempt. So even at that time, I used to wake up at 5. So
Okay.
morning 4:30 or 5. So even during winter, I mean 1 week or 10 days before the exams, I started waking up at 2:30, and I used to have bath so that I will not get sleep.
Okay. That's the type of dedication that we should have while doing this professional courses specifically.
Yes, as I said, if you are willing to do, or if you have decided to do something, you should give your 100%.
That's really great to know about the efforts that you have already put in your entire journey. So, let me check if I am left with any other questions as well. I think we have covered almost every question. What is your opinion on the additional skills that are required in today's competitive environment to to excel specifically?
So everything, I mean, see, if you get a professional degree, it's not the only thing which company or
Mm,
I mean, whichever company or HRs are looking for.
mm.
So they are looking for something more.
Right.
If you have any additional skills like negotiation skills or something or the other solving skills, these play a big role in shaping your entire professional journey.
Mhm.
So these are add-ons. I think yes, it's not the qualification which you are going with or which you are offering to a company. It should be something more. See, when I joined, I mean, when I was, I mean, appearing for interviews. So so I used to show them, I used to make them feel how sincere I am for my work and towards my work, and so what the kind of problematic skills which I had. So I used to give examples, live examples of my articleship career, so that they can understand. Okay, I can handle critical situations.
Mhm.
So I'm not that person who will be going home if we get a problem. So these skills will play a lot, I mean, a big role. These will be, I mean, high valued or high rated skills in the market.
Right, right. And I think communication skills is the first thing that mostly companies look after because you need to communicate with each and everyone in the department or in the organization.
Yes, yes. Communication skills are important,
Mhm.
but as far as I saw, like before I joined, I mean, before I started appearing for interviews, so there was this particular notion for us that plays a very big role in interviews and even in employment, but that's not true. So
Right.
here in Vedanta, so we communicate in Hindi. So since I know Telugu, I can speak in Telugu. Since I know Odia, I can speak in Odia. There are very few cases wherein we communicate in English. So no need to fear for that. So it's like whichever language you are comfortable with, you can speak it.
Right. Great.
The only
Okay.
thing is the other person should know the exact meaning, exact sense
Right.
what you
Right.
are trying to communicate with them.
Got your point. So, what are your future plans now? Like you are currently working with Vedanta as a management trainee. So, what are your future plans?
Yeah. So I have this dream of starting my own company, bootstrapping my own venture or company. So yeah, this is a long term goal for me.
Okay. Great. Great.
So I'm not much interested into 9 to 6 jobs as of now, but yes, these provide the requisite skills and learnings which you need to start your own company or to stand up on your own legs.
Right. Right. After all, you will be learning management over here, first of all.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. Okay. So, my second last question is that what are the tips or suggestions other than the study strategy would you like to give to the CMA aspirants?
So one thing is the course is not that difficult as people are telling you. So and even it is not that easy. So you should give time. You should invest time. You should invest your efforts. Then whatever, I mean, when I can tell you, whatever you are earning will be fruitful. So if you are thinking like it is kind of other engineering courses or some other courses wherein you can study for one day or half day and you can crack it, it's not like that.
Right.
So these books are voluminous, and so I always make sure that I know the entire syllabus before appearing for any exam. So even I'll just see, even if I don't want to study that particular topic, I'll just see, I'll just have a look, I'll just understand what it says. So that played a very big role in getting this rank, so all India second rank. So I used to I used to turn the entire book. So that is one tip which I can give, and make sure that you have all the skills. Like it's not the only qualification which companies are looking for. It's the skills. It's the skills which they are looking for, which you should try to develop before you appear for any interviews.
Right. So like there is a lot of syllabus in CMA final. If I specifically say about CMA final only, and as you said, you used to read the entire book. So how did you used to remember each and every topic from that?
So I see, since in all of the theory subjects, I used to follow the 40-40-20 strategy, which I already mentioned.
Mhm.
So 40% of the syllabus. So I used to make sure that I can answer any question, so that we'll get that first impression.
Right.
So I used to make sure that I used to ensure that in all of the subjects. So maybe whatsoever subject it may be theory completely dry. I used to study that hard, so that I can remember. And even since I appeared CA finals in May, so that helped a lot. So that 5 months or 6 months of complete hard work which we put in our CA finals helped me a lot. So in all of the other subjects like problematic, I used to ensure that I know the concept. So if I even able to solve it, I can write some 4 or 5 steps so that I can earn some 3 or 4 marks out of 10 or 20. So something is better than nothing. So
Yeah.
that's what I used to follow. So there is no need to remember everything. So this is my strategy. It may work or it may not, but it worked for me.
Great. Great. Even 1 mark can lead you to success in this professional examination.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay. Great. So how was your CMA journey overall? If you can describe in one word or one sentence, whatever you like.
It's like climbing mountain. So there'll be days when you'll be very happy. There'll be days when you'll be putting entire hard work, and even if you are putting hard work, you may not be able to see the progress.
Mhm.
But I feel it's not the end result; it's the journey. So if you have put your efforts, if you have put your hard work, and if you have tried to give your 100%, even if you don't qualify, it gives a kind of satisfaction. So this is the mantra which I used to follow in the entire CA and CMA. So whenever I felt I was like tensed, I was feeling tensed, I used to say, okay, it's not the result, it's the process.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
That's really a great answer to this question, which I have like listened in my podcast for the first time, to be very honest. So that's really a great thing. Okay, so I'm done with my questions. However, if you have any questions regarding anything you want to ask, you can carry on. Would be more than happy to
So
answer. Otherwise, it's we can just end up this session, whatever you feel like.
nothing as such. So I think we can wrap it up.